Hey, good morning. This is Bob Miller Success for Day 263, where I practice gratitude success by naming at least one person every single day this year who I'm grateful for. Now, as you know, the last couple of days I've been talking about I'm having a tribute to Wayne Dyer, and beginning tomorrow, I'm going to start talking about this book right here. It's How to Change Your Thoughts and Change Your Life: The Wisdom of the Tao. And in this book, Wayne Dyer talks about the 81 verses of the Tao Te Ching, which is the way of, how's it explained, the way of the truth. It's the way. It's the book, the way. But it was written back by Lao Tzu back in about 2,500 years ago. Now, I'm not practicing or endorsing a religious. I know there is a religion called Taoism. I am not endorsing a religion. I am spiritually connected. I believe that I am spiritually connected to God, to our source, to love. And so I am not endorsing Taoism, but there's just a lot of wisdom. And I have so much respect for him who just passed away 3 weeks ago. So that's what I'm going to do, just to honor him. So I don't even know exactly how I'm going to do this. I'm going to read the verse each day. So tomorrow I'm going to start off with the verse one. I'm going to read it today. And then hopefully you can make a comment on it, and then we'll start it again. I'll read it again tomorrow, and we'll make a comment on it. So here's the first verse, and then hopefully I can even read this here without my reading glasses. But the first verse of the Tao Te Ching. Now, and also, Wayne Dyer, he spent a year studying this book, studying the Tao. There's 81 verses. He spent a year, and he took 4 days on each book, on each verse, and then he wrote an essay on it. So it took him a long time for me to explain everything here within a couple of minute video, and then to name the people that I'm grateful for is pretty much impossible. So I'm going to have most of the stuff about this series on my Facebook page at Bob Miller Success. So that's where most of the information will be. There won't be enough room or space on my personal wall because there's other posts and people posting and stuff like that. So here's the first one. So if you want to get involved in a conversation, go there. Now, the people who comment to this, I will add them to the video the next day and stuff like that, and so forth, along with other people who I'm grateful for. So here's the first verse. The Tao that can be told is not the eternal Tao. The name that can be named is not the eternal name. The Tao is both named and nameless. As nameless as the origin of all things. As named as the mother of 10,000 things. Ever desireless, one can see the mystery. Ever desiring, one sees only the manifestations. And the mystery itself is the doorway to all understanding. Now, some of this is very difficult to understand. That's why he goes ahead and he writes a whole essay on it. It's just a couple of pages, but each chapter he does that. So I'm going to do my best starting tomorrow to respond to this after reading his, because I don't have a year or 4 days for each chapter to devote to spending the time on this, nor would I ever consider myself to be as wise as Wayne Dyer. But it's just like a shortcut to wisdom. If you can hang around and study from people like a Wayne Dyer and so many other wise people out there, it's like getting a shortcut, because he's written 45 books. He's written probably more books than probably a lot of people even read. So it's amazing that he taps into the wisdom of like Lao Tzu, Jesus in the Bible, Mother Teresa, St. Francis, all these great teachers of the world. And Wayne Dyer was able to condense it and put it into our make it easier for us. In this particular chapter right here, it talks about about paradoxical living. It's it's named and nameless. It's like the East versus the West, and so there's a lot of paradoxes. Just one paradox is, why did Wayne Dyer even pass away at such a young age? He's only 75. But a person that was so conscious about living a life of health and spirituality and knowing how to overcome certain things, which he overcame leukemia. How did it happen? How did a person who loved his family so much, totally loved his family, and loved his wife, and his wife left him for another guy. How could that happen? So these are things that make me think. And now we don't know. We can't judge. We don't know what took place. And it's not for me to be getting into his personal life like that. And I even feel kind of bad even saying that. But it's something that's been on my mind, and I wanted to get that out before we begin on this journey of that, because we can give love, we can be love, we can humble ourselves and be loving. And he certainly has the love and support from people from all over the world. You can see that now, how with the outpouring of love and support for him, yet the woman that he loved, he wanted that one love from one person, gave it to somebody else. So we don't know. We can't guarantee that somebody is going to love us. We can only give love and do the best that we can do. And that's all we can do. There is one love. God loves us no matter what. So that's the one guarantee we do have, is that God will love us. So if there's one guarantee, there it is right there. So that's probably the biggest lesson that I get from this, is that God's love is the only thing that we can do, that is never ending, that will always be there for us. Okay, so anyways, we'll start tomorrow on day 264. In the meantime, I didn't mention the people that I'm grateful for. Let me do that. These are the people, sorry about that. These are the people that responded. I'm going to name them. Okay, Christine Schmidt, Melanie Chadwell, Joan Dyer, Barbara Zagaro, Malkin, I'm sorry, Barbara, if I messed up your name there, Denise Hebert-Maximo, Rena Barnes, Sitara Ahmed, Barbara Bugman, my sister Jennifer Mckie, and Tanya Wilson Duckstad. Okay, so I'll see you tomorrow on day 264. So go out there and have yourself a great day. Feel the positive momentum, because you are God. I'm God, and God is love. And who are you grateful for today? Bye-bye.